Hey yo! Alright. Iridescent Oracle here. And I'll be doing a reading for a day. I'm gonna use Flower of Life for reading. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides and ancestors who love me unconditionally. What messages do we have for the collective? Okay. I don't normally shuffle like this, but here it goes. Ooh. Tool came out. Alright. See what else will jump out. It's still kind of a new deck for me, so it's like they're still getting used to being used for channeling. Sometimes it takes a while with these different decks, and they're made out of different materials and stuff. Sometimes the cards stick together at first. It's like, did they try these out before they used them? Did they try this texture out? Did they try out this fit? Like, how big do they think our hands are? You know? I mean, we all got different size hands, and I feel sorry for the readers that like have smaller hands than mine. Mine are medium size probably. But okay. I think that's good. Oh, all right. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Looks like we got a pretty good message going on for the collective. When the first cards pop out, it's balance. For you to fulfill your potential to become all that you can be in every moment, you must be in balance. Otherwise, you are resisting life and creating tension. This resistance and tension are needed to a certain extent for anything to expand, grow, and become more. Learn to recognize the resistance rather than letting it run you. Anything you don't like, sense it, feel into it, and the next logical action step will present itself. This step will move you in the direction of your potential, your dreams, and desires. Take a deep, gentle breath and thank whatever has moved you out of balance. There's a thought. Say to yourself, thank you. Thank you for showing me what I really don't want and reminding me to come back to my balanced place where I will be inspired to create what I do want. I am willing to experience all things, for in doing so, I become clearer with my highest loving path. Namaste. Wow. Yeah, so for the Healing Collective, nice. That hit me square in the face. For sure. I can definitely relate to that. It's kind of what I'm doing, working on balance. The next card was your word. Choose one word that best describes your deepest value. Affirm it, hold it dear, remember it, breathe life into it, and live it. This word will be a guide and a support in your daily life. It will provide a foundation for choice and action, bringing much clarity. Keep this word as long as it inspires you and feels good. When it no longer does either of these, a new word will emerge that connects you to your deepest value. Feel the creative unfolding of life. Ooh. Sounds like what word best describes your deepest value? And the fact that that can change is something to think about as well. Like seasonally, what's your deepest value? Love, healing, joy, peace, balance. Hey, that could be your word. That could be your word. If balance is what you need in your life, that could be your word. So yeah. And when that, oh my gosh. Trying to stretch it out. I've been cramped up for too long. Yeah. Keep this word as long as it inspires you and feels good. When it no longer does either of these, a new word will emerge that connects you to your deepest value. Feel the creative unfolding of life. Yeah. And it's funny, I said, your word literally showed up between balance and healing in the reading. Two of the words I actually mentioned, other than love. So that's interesting. So next, of course, we have healing. Feel into you and realize that the giving and receiving of love in all its many amazing shades of magnificence is key to healing. I feel like I'm supposed to point out, let me read that again. Feel into you and realize that the giving and receiving of love in all its many amazing shades of magnificence is the key to healing. Every illness is a symbolic message from one part of the self to another concerning your emotional responses to life. Let yourself heal. Use your will, your intuition. No. Use your will, your intention, and your wisdom to understand with compassion. Let me start that again. Mercury is most definitely in retrograde on this one. Let yourself heal. Use your will, your intention, and your wisdom to understand with compassion the perceptions and experiences that you carry. Become intimate with you before trying to help another. Respect the right of another to carry the pain they choose in order to find the truth of their higher self. Pain is the way your higher self gets your attention. It is the way this amazing, wonderful universe that is you shows you where you hold imbalance. Wow, that ties back to the balance card. It is doing all it can do to bring you into balance so you can fulfill your potential. All is perfect in this moment. Now is the next card. You can't make it up. This is perfect. Breathe into your heart and embrace all that you allow or resist. Feel this present moment as you enter the space of now. Slip into this stillness with an open heart and mind and feel the honesty of your being. Each moment of your life is filled with wonderment, challenges, joy, and sorrow. Allow all things to be as they are right now, and you will feel free to be who you are. Each moment releases wisdom, love, and empowerment needed to bring balance to every situation person, or place active in our energy in that moment. If you are focused somewhere else in space or time, you miss the gift. For the only time we ever truly have is now. Be present and feel the empowerment of your truth. Next card is Weave Your Life. Weave your life. You are standing on the edge of everything you desire. Take a step or a leap into what the mind perceives as the unknown, and you will pull toward you all you dream about and desire. Whew. I feel like I just pulled a full card. Create, create, create. You are a work of art in progress. Weave a different web full of your dreams and desires, and be willing to meet them when they arrive. Get yourself ready by knowing they are on their way and by being present in each moment. If you are distracted by the future or the past, you won't know how they have arrived. Your life is happening now, and you are weaving the direction of your life in this moment. Where would you like your life to go? The choice is yours. Spiral inward and feel your wonderment. Wow. I'm going to go back and play this when I get done with the reading. Sometimes when I'm putting it out, I'm not taking it all in. So it's like sometimes I have to go back and listen to it because I haven't read my own cards today. But this is for the Healing Collective. I'm part of the Healing Collective. So there we have it. There we go. And the card on the bottom of the deck is Freedom. Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past, from what is often called tradition. Wow. Throw open the cupboard doors to reveal the skeletons and release the crystallized views of your ancestors that have manifested as your genes. Oh. Wow, because I've really been working at that in the past couple days. Your genes are threads. Your genes, as in your genetic genes. Genes. Okay, cool. Sorry. I'm gonna stop right there in the middle of it. If I don't, I'll oh my gosh. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. That's literally an explanation of my mother's name. My mother's name was Imogen. E-M-O, like emo. Gene. G-E-N-E. One word. Imogen. Imogen. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. Wow. My emotional genes come from my mother. From my ancestor. She's my ancestor. Thoughts and feelings. My mother is no longer on this side of the Rainbow Bridge. She's passed. Wow, that just hit me hard. Excuse me while I let it hit me. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. Let us say thank you to all who have come before us for their creations and all that they lived. Yes. For in doing so, they gave you options and brought you to where you are now. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yes. All the way around. When she was alive, and now that she's crossed over, there's no difference. She is still giving me options and has helped bring me to where I am right now. And for that, I have so much gratitude. When you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all that the generation before you wanted. If that don't make you feel good about your birth and about being born into this world, then I don't know what does. You are the manifestation. Oh, when you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all that the generation before you wanted. I was all they wanted. I was all my parents wanted. I'll bet I don't think Daddy wanted a kid, because he always said he didn't want children, because, you know, he went through Vietnam and he was like, I don't want to raise kids in a world like this. But all that they wanted in a child, when I was born, I arrived at the vibration of all that my mom and dad wanted. And probably my grandparents too. I arrived at the vibration of generational curse breaker. I arrived at the at the vibration of priestess of love, if nothing else. I arrived at the vibration of an amazing mother and nurturer. I arrived. Wow. Wow. So did you. Your hopes, your parents' hopes and dreams of what kind of child they could have, what they wanted. That's the vibration that you arrived in. Traumas and stuff and things may have caused that vibration to lower or become higher. But just so you know, you're special. When you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all that the generation before you wanted. If you've ever felt unwanted, unaccepted, rejected by your parents, this here is confirmation. If you've been adopted, if you've been neglected, rejected, abandoned, if you've been any of those things, Spirit wants you to know right now that when you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all that the generation before you wanted. You arrived at the vibration of all they wanted. And they did the best they knew how. They did the best they could do with what they were doing with themselves. Okay? Just know that. Just know that. Spirit wants you to know that. You were everything they wanted, but maybe didn't know how to praise, didn't know how to love, still had their own shit they were working through. But yet you still came in at the vibration of everything they wanted. You are what they wanted. I hope that heals you today. I do. That's hit me, and I just I hope that's healing balm to anyone who has ever felt unwanted, unneeded, rejected, and abandoned. Because I have felt all those things. I have those wounds. But this is some really nice balm. It's nice. It's that good stuff. You are the manifestation of the expanded previous generation. Each generation's job is to expand even more for the sheer beauty and joy of it. This is the natural flow of life. Somehow we allow ourselves to become living statues, reenacting the experiences of the past, becoming a victim to this. Your genes are a blueprint formed by the past to give you a place to start when you arrive. Your genes do not decide anything. You do. Liberate yourself and become who you know you are. You are powerful. Drop the card. You can't make that shit up. Healer, heal thyself. And then get out there and help others. There's a whole lot of hurting people out there. Needs a whole lot of healing. Wow. That's an amazing reading. And we're going to leave it there. That was a lot to digest. I'm going to watch this maybe twice. Make sure it soaks in real good. Sometimes I hear things better when it's not coming out my mouth, my own mouth. Like, wait a minute. Did I hear myself right? What did I say? Like, let me write that down and see it, and then let me ponder it, or let me record that so I can hear it again. Say it again. Oh, that's the Mufasa. And so, yeah. Have a beautiful day. Healer be healed. I hope these words of wisdom from Spirit have encouraged you, helped you, and given you new truths to ponder and new practices to implement. That you may be healed, and that you may heal others. In the name of love, namaste.